James, I don't know if you saw that I snagged a video the other day when we were hitting balls, but just wanted to show you something here. So, if we take you back down to address, and then take Kevin Statler down to address, so I use him, body size, body style, and everything like that. So, um, he's hitting a hybrid, and you've got a 6 iron. But two big things to look at here is how much more erect he is than you. Some of that could be the length of the club for sure. So that's something we'd want to keep our eye on. I'm not overly concerned about it because you look like you're up on it pretty good. Not way overbent, but so what we want to look at, the lines I've drawn here is kind of spine, front of the rib cage, front of the thigh leg, and then the backside on both. So what we're going to call those is kind of our foundation. So we've got our upper body foundation, which is the front and back of our rib cage, and then our legs, front and back of our rib cage. So ideally, we'd like to turn and stay inside of that. So when we get to the top of the golf swing, at position 4, we would like to see our right side of our rib cage on that top line and the left side of our rib cage on the bottom line, and then our front legs or our left leg on the right line, and then our right leg on the left one. So that's ideally what we like to see, but thicker people have a harder time churning, so therefore we tend to get tipped over just a little bit just because we're not as flexible as some of like the skinnier guys, like you'd see like Kevin Strowman or Jimmy Walker, somebody like that. So as we take you to the top here, we can see your upper body's doing a good job churning. So even like right here, your inside, you can see how your rib cage is inside that line. Very good. And that's at position 3. So that's when our left arm is parallel to the ground. We call that position 3. You're pretty good right here. But as we continue to work up to the top, you can see your body stops churning, and we're still inside our rib cage. You can maybe stretch up just a little bit, but the biggest thing here is we can see how much of our left leg has gone forward and our right leg is pulled away from this line. Like I said, we're going to see some of that with thicker guys, and like myself and you who are less flexible, and with Kevin too. But if we work him to the top, we'll see how his rib cage is more, that's going right down his rib cage, and yours is kind of going across. So if we draw a different color line here, your rib cage there and there, well, you can see here Kevin's pretty much matches right up it. So he's very much still within his upper body foundation, where you've kind of come off of yours just a little bit, working more forward. And his lower leg, like I said, he's going to come out just a little bit. It's going to go to the right outside of it. But you can see how his right leg has stayed much closer to this than yours has. So if we had a face-on view of yours, you would see your hips moving too much towards the target and kind of collapsing out underneath you. So that's why your chest tends to fall over the golf ball more. And stand up because your lower body's going that way. So to offset it, we're standing up with the upper body instead of staying crunched over it. So those are just kind of some of the things I saw that lower body, which makes it, once our lower body goes towards the target and towards the golf ball, our arms and elbows are going to work deeper behind us. As you can see, your elbow's much further back behind you, at almost at the same angle, but because it's behind you, we start seeing as you come down, we get in that position there instead of getting it in front of you, like that position there. So that's all because of how you come out of your foundation work at the top of the golf swing. And so you can see here, he's still, at this point, still inside his foundation. You're even getting more outside of your foundation as it's starting to work even further this direction. And your body's working even further away from this wall here, where Kevin's staying very much inside his foundation, even right through to there. He's still inside his foundation. Where if we come to yours, now you see you're working out of it even more. So if we stop there, let's do an orange line this time. You can see you're getting even further out of your foundation. So that's what I would like to see you just continue to work on. We'll work on it this winter a lot. We'll do some things. I'd love to come up with a training aid to be able to work on this, and maybe we can set something up in the shop there. But we'll get you going, but that's what I would work on there. Just those couple little bit of changes, working on the upper body foundation and keeping it inside those walls that you built at Address.